Hi there, hi there. Thank you so much for coming in here. Thank you so much for being part of this community. I am so excited, and I think thankfulness is so incredibly important. Mindset is so excessively important, and like choosing your team is so important. And the reason why I mention that is because I talked about thankfulness and attitude, and that's a big part of our business. But anyway, I wasn't in my agenda. So I wanted to give you a little bit of value as you come in and kind of help you with wherever you're at. So when you have problems or when you have questions and stuff, please put them in the group. Like if you can add value and teach people something when you're coming into this group, I love that. It's awesome. And so I kind of want a community of just raving fans, like just wanting like a servant's heart, and just wanting to help people in this group. And so thank you for coming in here. Please don't spam your links. You will be taken out because this is primarily to help people. But I wanted to talk about what you control in MLM and what you don't control in MLM. So what do you control in MLM? Well, first of all, I'm going to talk about what you don't control, because you don't control your downline. You don't own your downline. You don't have your products. You don't control how your company promotes your products. You don't actually own very many things in network marketing. And although it's great, there's because they do all the fulfillment for you, right? To have a business, you need to get people coming to your business, you need to have people buying things, and you need to have people that are fulfilling, right? So then your product needs to be fulfilling. And so you might say, oh, well, my company does the fulfilling for me. I don't have to do the fulfilling for you. Well, there is a certain part that you have to fulfill. And so that's what I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about today. So what do you own in MLM? Network marketing, some people like MLM, some people like network marketing, whatever you want to call it. You actually own three things. So first of all, I'm going to say, no, not everybody needs your product. Not everybody needs you. And honestly, if you go after the person that needs you, like being like, oh my goodness, she really needs something, right? Like you see about the person that's broke and doesn't have any money, you're trying to pitch them, and you're trying to be like, oh, you know what, I have something that can help you, and you know what, not everybody is going to be fit for your business. I don't want to work with anybody and everybody, and so I hope what I'm telling you today, it doesn't help make you think that I'm trying to recruit you into my business. Because I do network marketing online, and I think that's the best place to teach it, is when you are actually doing that yourself as well. So network marketing, no, I don't want to work with everybody, because I think mindset is huge. And I specifically took time to pick my husband because I want to pick who I spend my time with. I firmly believe that I am the sum of the 5 people that I hang out with. And so when people come into my business, that's who I'm going to be hanging out with. And I've had people that have come into my business and they have consumed all my time and haven't done anything. It's the people that you have to kind of be on top of all the time or answer questions all the time. And so I want the motivated people. I want the people that are excited and that's like, okay, I'm going to help you because you are going to get it done, and you're going to get it done right. And yeah, you might be scared, but you're going to do it anyway, and you're not going to have the excuses. And those are the people who are serious, that really want to succeed. And so that's really who I bring into my business. And so I say that not to recruit you, but to help you in your business. And so when you're building your business online. I don't want, like the people who say like look for people on the internet and then just say, hey, are you open to an opportunity? Are you wanting to join my team? And don't create a relationship first. I want to be able to teach those people to say, you know what, there's another way. Let's build a relationship. And so who we recruit is different, right? I don't want somebody who really needs it that won't do anything in the business, but who really wants to be in my business and who really wants to work with me. And that creates a really exciting, awesome team that we can, of like-minded people that we can join together and being like, let's link arms together, let's run, let's make this happen. And that is what is so exciting. And so the way I bring people into my business is so incredibly important, because that is the way that they're gonna work in my business. If I plead and beg and pull somebody into my business, I'll be pleading and begging them every step of the way, most of the time, to get them into, to do anything in the business, right? And so I hope that this is helping you, because that is my intention. I want to help you. And so we talk about like who we recruit, and then we talk about how we recruit, right? So that's the one thing you can control, is who you bring into your business. It's not necessarily who needs it, it's who wants it. And you know what? They might want it and need it, and that's great, true, right? But then the second thing is the who and the how. So how I bring somebody into my business is how they will build often in my business. And so that's why I love attraction marketing. That's why I love building online, because it kind of weeds people out. Let me explain that. It kind of gets people to be like, hey, I want your business. I want the business, right? And then it's like, oh, hey, because excitement is contagious. And when you get people excited about something, it vibrates, it's exciting. And it gets it to the point where it's like, oh my goodness, let's be excited about this together. And then it creates this community of just like excited, amazing, incredible people. And people with a purpose, with the same purpose, and when you have a common goal, and it's like, let's do this together, there's so much more power in that. And so the third thing that I control in my business is the training, and how you train people when they come into your business. How are they going to recruit? Are you going to teach them to do the old school methods and do like home parties and hotel meetings? Or are you going to teach them how to build online, and what is going to be those income producing activities, and what are going to be those things that aren't going to do anything, right? For the longest time when I started my business, I was like, okay, I'm going to build online. And I did more learning, at first than implementing. And I was terrified to build online. And I was terrified to do my first Facebook Live. And so my very first Facebook Live was like 46 seconds. And I couldn't figure out what to say. I was like so terrified. It was like asking somebody for the first date when you're a teenager, and you know what I mean? Like, it was just like, oh my goodness, like, I am very I would say that I'm very quiet, and a people pleaser, right? And, my personality has changed, and I really do believe that you can change who you are and change your personality, and it just depends. What's your why? Like, what's pushing you? What's what's standing in your way? My mentor once told me the obstacle is the way. So the thing that you are scared of, the very thing that you are terrified of, is what will actually make you succeed. So I'm going to let you in a little secret, and I hope that you don't look down on me about this, but the thing that I was terrified of, because I actually said, okay, I'm terrified of this, but I actually went in and I said, okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. And I did Facebook Lives, and but very few people were watching. And then the audience began to grow, and I was like, oh great. And I had, like, I was so excited, and I started having, you know, some success and like growing audiences. And the next thing that I was terrified of was interviews. And so my mentor said, because I really believe that you need a mentor, because like, don't get mentored by somebody who doesn't have a mentor. And so my mentor said, I want you to build a summit. And I was like, are you kidding me? That is the thing that I am most scared of, because I have 5 kids, and building a summit, oh my goodness. Like, I'm always interrupted. My husband's typically always home. It is like amazing that he's not here tonight. And so there was always things interrupting, and I couldn't plan things because I was constantly pulled in a million different directions. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna build a summit. And he's like, I want you to have 20 to 30 speakers. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have 20 to 30 speakers. And so I'm being completely vulnerable with you right now, because you might be scared to build online. And I understand that, and I get that, because I was there too. And so your success leads you, well, your success is kind of dependent on your greatest fear. And so when I say the obstacle is the way, that's usually the case. The thing that you're most scared of is usually the path to success. And so the training, I actually, and I tell you this so that you could like create it for your downline. But I actually have like a membership area that I have built out for my team and for my members, and saying, okay, you're gonna be part of my team, get into this membership area, and they go through, it's actually very much like this membership area for this summit. And they go through step by step by step on like, okay, you need to know this, you need to know that, you need to know this next. And it answers all their questions so that they already are set up for success before you begin to teach them about maybe what their hangups are, or like, okay, maybe make this little bit of a tweak, make this little bit of a change here, and you will see success, you know. And so it's like a elastic band effect. So I tell you that because, you know, like maybe you can help and start creating that for your team. And it is a lot of work creating the videos. Like I have videos actually days 1 to 20 right now, walking through people, okay, what do you do, step 1, step 2, step 3, and simple things that you do each day so that they can like know everything they need to know for their success. So that is what this is about. And so I hope that this has helped you, that this has encouraged you. But I also have what I call a unique recruiting offer. And so I won't tell you all about that, but yet, or I don't know. But anyway, watch the video in this training called Set Yourself Apart, because I think that's really what helps you. If you have objections, if you're not part of this membership area, because I guess this is going to be in the Facebook group. If you're not part of that membership area, go get part of the summit. I will put the link in here so you will be able to get part of the summit if you're not in the summit yet. But like listen to people's objections when they join you, when they try your products, when they buy your products, and write them down. Keep note of them. Make sure you know them, because that will actually help you know what you could create to set yourself apart from everybody else. So you might be like, what? I have to create something? It could be as simple as a video. It could be as simple as hey, here's a checklist of like how to take your supplements, how to, like how this is going to help you. And if you have that stuff and saying, hey, when you get my product, I'm gonna give you like this PDF to tell you how to take your vitamins and when, and see what else you can add to it so that people have less questions when they get your product. And so anyway, I just wanted to give you a little bit of value today, like a little bit of like, oh my goodness, aha moments. And so I believe I put the video to go more in depth with how to set you apart from everybody else in your company that's selling the exact same thing. Because I wanted to give you a bunch of takeaways right at the get-go and be like, oh my goodness, I can do this for my business. I could set this up tomorrow. When somebody in my team or when I talk to somebody about buying my product and they say, I don't like your price plan, then I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna write that down. And so you write it down and they say, okay, how can I sell this? Okay, oh, I've got an idea. Okay, what if somebody doesn't like my price plan? Because you can't control the price of your products, right? That your company sets the price of the products. And if you look, the company actually says, oh, hey, when you join this company, I'm going to give you this and this and this, right? So the company has their own little package of what they're going to get at that price. So what if you could add to it? Well, then you could say, okay, well, their objection is it's too expensive. Okay, well, what can I add to it? Oh, I could tell them when to take the products. I could tell them like how to take the products. I could tell them, maybe I could give them a cookbook of like how to eat healthy. Or maybe I could have like a challenge, and we could have like a challenge in a Facebook group that we can like build accountability. What if I could, oh my goodness, like what could I do? Oh, I could, and so you begin to add things to your product. Oh, what if I gave them like a mindset, like a video on like how to control your mindset. How do you stay positive? And so then when your objections, all of a sudden they don't feel like rejections as much anymore. It's like, oh, hey, that's a good idea, right? And so you write them down and you put them, and you think, okay, now how can I create something? And then you put all these things together, and some of the stuff, honestly, it's stuff you already have. It's stuff that you already do. It's stuff that you already have in your head because you're using the product. And tell people don't sell the product, sell the end goal, like what they're wanting, their desire, or take them away from a pain point. And that becomes so much more valuable than trying to be like, hey, you need to drink my protein shake. No, like what are they gonna get when they drink your protein shake? How is that gonna help you? Is it gonna help you get less cravings? Like what actually bothers your ideal customer? And so we actually talk about your ideal customer we actually talk about your ideal customer in the summit. Like who do you really want to recruit in your business? And then start thinking like, okay, well, how can I speak to that person? Well, my ideal person, okay, I'm gonna talk about like what did I really want before I found the product? And you start thinking about like, what were your pain points? What did you hate? Like, were you completely tired and exhausted and had no energy? Were you overweight and just like had so many cravings that you couldn't control them? Were you losing your hair and stressed, or I don't know, like what was the story of like before you took your products and then when you tried it, or when you've been on it for a while? Like, what is that story? And tell people that story, because people are like, I want that too, because typically they're probably stressed out about it. It's probably keeping them up at night. Anyway, I have gone on and on about this. And I hope that it has helped you. But when you include these things with your product and say, hey, when you buy this product, I'm going to also give you this, that will help you. But honestly, when they join your company, you can do the same thing, because you can say, hey, when you join my company, and start thinking about the problems that people have when you join your company. So let's see, what did I do? Like, how are people going to recruit? What kind of things can you give them that will help them see success right away? How can you, like how can you solve a pain point right away? So think of that very first, and start telling them, oh, you know what? When you join my team, this is what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you an hour of my time so we can get you set up correctly. I'm going to give you, I'm going to send you a video, or maybe you have weekly Facebook calls. Sorry, I thought I saw a light there somewhere, in my mind peripheral version. Like maybe you do like a Facebook group meeting every week to solve their problems, answer their questions. That is so valuable to people. Like your time. Maybe you do like the training that I had talked about, like 1 to 20 days, build out a membership area. If you have any questions about it, reach out to me, and I'll try to help you. But like, what can you, and I know this is a lot of information already, but how can you help people? So anyway, and that makes you unique. That sets you apart from everybody else. And if everybody else thinks differently, like you can actually say, okay, when you talk to like your downline and say, okay, when somebody joins you, you can give them this, but then you can add extra things to it. And then all of it, because when people join them, it helps them right away, it helps you right away. And then it snowballs, right? And it gets bigger. And so that's what's really super exciting about this game, this business, and so that's why I really wanted to create this summit. So thank you for jumping on here. Thank you for being part of this Downline Acceleration group page. It might be small, it might be big, we might be just starting out with building it, but I'm so excited that you are here. I have been, I guess a little bit about my credentials. I have been in this industry for a while. I have been in a few companies, and my first company said, just send a message to all your friends and family. And so I went to Facebook and I was like, okay, wrote out a message, and I sent a message to all my acquaintances. And guess what? I did not get any success. I didn't have anybody join my team. And I was like, oh, well, that didn't work. And that's the training I got. And I thought, oh my goodness. So then I, thought, okay, well, got into my next network marketing company, and I thought, okay, well, this is easier because I don't have to convince people to work out, and I'm not going to mention the name. Anyway, and so I said, okay, well, everybody uses this product, so this should be easy to sell. And it didn't go over well. And I recruited a few people, and they did nothing, because it was people who needed it, not really wanted it. And it just didn't work, because failures seem to have a way of teaching you things. So if you're here, I'm hoping to shortcut that learning curve, shortcut that, I failed many different times. I've been in a few network marketing companies, but the failure has helped me learn. I don't think there's a better teacher than failure. There's actually two ways to learn: failure and experience. Experience, I guess, which is failure, and that's the hardest way to learn, but probably the best teacher because it comes with pain and suffering. But the other way is to learn from somebody who's seen success and who's had success and who's been learning and building, and then do that yourself. So thank you for coming in here, and that's why, you know, we have tons of 6 and 7 income earners in this summit teaching you exactly how to do what you're doing, and so get a proven system. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and I am so excited to see you throughout this summit and throughout just getting to know you in this Facebook group. Thank you so much. Talk to you later.